Hi everyone, I'm Starck Pierre-Benjamin. I'm the current game designer for WeAreBots, and today I'm with
Adrien Ufferte, I am the CEO of WeAreBots and I'm also the lead developer.
And today in the first part of the show we will discuss about the animation of the goblin because we have all of them.
Yes, and in the second part we will talk about integration, how it's done to put some new assets inside the game.
Here we go, first part, animations. So talking about the goblins, as you can see he has a set of idle and he just rotates with idle 1, idle 2 and idle 3. Idle are basically animation that starts when the goblin is not moving at all.
Yeah.
And well, he's just waiting for some order from the player. The second animation we have is the dash. He just grab his jetpack and just lift his legs so he can move towards the directions in a very, very fast way. And we have also the push. This time with the push, he's just slamming ground and have all his machine and on his backpack activating. So we have the wind blast going on. And the last thing, we have the shield. And with the shield, the goblin just push a button on his gauntlet. We can see on his hand, and then he is protected from any push that could come to him.
Yes, another part of animation is the code one, because there are two ways you can put some life inside your game. You can animate it with a 3D artist. It has been the case for what you have told about, but you can also animate things by code, and that's what I'm doing. For example, when a wind turbine receives a stream of wind, it is supposed to make the pails of his fan start to rotate. Another example, still with the wind turbine, is when you are capturing it, it rotates towards the next turbines that will redirect the stream of wind. And during these rotations, we added some mechanical feeling by just making it jitter at the beginning and the end of the rotation. So you have this nicely and smooth little tack that make you feel it a lot more than a lot more mechanical.
Well, it seems realistic this way.
Yeah, it's a lot more realistic.
This is something we underrate in the game because most of the time we think animation 3D artists, but actually a lot of programmers and developers do that for the game too. The last animation we want to talk about is we have the wind orbs when you push someone that pops out of the player, and we have now, well, the FX, which is the little tornadoes, but we have them exploding from the body of the goblin that's being pushed away.
Yes, and when it's going out of the body of the player, it's not going into a line. It's going into a curve that is nicely done with acceleration and deceleration for gravity, etc. It's all done by code.
Yeah, that's all programmation.
Yes,
right
so
there.
It's procedural. So we have the start position, the end position on the floor, and everything is made by code.
So part 2, integration. Every time you receive a file that's supposed to be integrated into Unity, you have a .fbx file and you have a lot of work to do.
Yes. When I receive a .fbx file, there is everything inside. There is the models, the textures, materials, animations, etc. So first thing I have to do is to split the different parts so I can reassemble it inside Unity. Therefore, when the artist wants to change the little things, there is only the little thing I have to redo, not the whole thing.
Yeah.
As you can see, there is a layer of animation. This is where I drop every animation that was inside the FBX file. This layer allows me to visually see how animations interact between them. There is two ways animation can interact with each other. One way is instantaneous. This is the case, for example, when you are pushed away by an enemy, your goblin must take the pose, I am pushed away instantaneously, so you are not lost and you know what is happening. You are being pushed away. But there is some times where you don't need it to be so instantaneous. For example, when you are idling, doing nothing, and you start running, there is a transition between doing nothing and running.
Yeah.
And it takes some time, so there is some frames where the two animations are playing together, and Unity is blending the different positions, so it looks nice to your eyes.
So you have basically the first one, which is cancel. You have an animation playing, and you say stop, play this one at frame 1, and the other one is blending the two, so you have a smooth transition, a natural transition, and you don't realize.
A lot nicer to the eye.
You absolutely don't realize the transition. So next week, the team has a lot of integration to do, and we also have the HUD being made this exact weekend, so it will be ready for next week for sure.
Yes, now that the main frame of the project is done, we will enter a test and debug heavy phase. Concerning the devlog, feel free to leave a comment. We will read all of them.
Yeah. On our hand, we will try to fiddle with a few settings and maybe even try a green screen.
Yeah, exactly.
So goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.